There's so many great episodes, great moments, but none more than the ultimate cringe fest of Dinner Party. Like I said, everyone knows a couple like Michael and Jan in their life where it's so evident that they should not be together, but who's gonna say something? The toxicity's there. Yours and Steve's chemistry in the show is just amazing. So, what do you recall the most about filming that episode specifically and working alongside with a comedic genius like Steve Carell?
Well, I mean, it was about 102 degrees. We were in the valley. It was the last writer's strike, and it was just very uncomfortable. It really was a very small condo that we were working in. We had to keep turning off the air conditioning, so that it wouldn't interfere with the shots. So we were all sweating buckets in there, and then we turned it back on again and turn it back off again, and it was just a very uncomfortable, episode to shoot for everybody, and also just doubly difficult because of the writer's strike and all those things. So it was uh it was interesting. I mean, but of course, every minute is just it was always great joy on that set. Steve had such wonderful ease with his character, and I think even the moment when he says snip snip, that kind of came out of just an improv moment, and we all were just like, "What did you just say?" So, yeah, he cracked us up a lot. We were cracking up a lot on that set, for sure. Yeah.
So, like on a show like this, where you're just surrounded by so many amazing actors and people that have such great comedic timing, like Steve, and especially in this episode, while you were filming the series, and specifically let's focus on this episode, what's the leash that creators and directors kind of gave everyone in order to express yourself? And if there is some improv, rock with it. Did you find it was a very collaborative experience in terms of that, or was it almost just page by page, letter by letter, read the script?
No, it was always we always did it the way it was written. The writers were just brilliant on the show, but we always also played around. So we always got at least one take of it exactly the way it was written. But then we also would be given a thing called a candy bag, which was, you would reach in and literally take out like a line or something that you could riff on, that you could bring to the scene, that you could, so we could all take, we all would take turns. In other words, you could throw a ball, you could throw a curveball at
Right.
everybody, and they would be willing to catch it and throw it back. So that was a real defining element of the set, and sort of a defining element of the way we made that show. Up until then, I started acting professionally when I was 6 years old. I had never been on a set that was quite that collaborative. I had done a lot of improv on my own, with a company, and growing up taking improv classes. But that was a really really wonderful and creative environment to be working in for 7 years or whatever it was.